Hey guys, Keith here. Fish Kingz with the Z and two guys how-tos. I was kind of sitting around and thinking of other ways I could show you guys how to get into fishing and just do different things. And I said, you know, a lot of people don't fish. They don't like to touch the worms. They don't like to touch the fish. It's too complicated. Look, I'm gonna let you guys know right now, it's not that complicated. It's a good stress reliever. Gets you outside, gives you something to do. So if your kid says, hey dad, let's go fishing, hey mom, let's go fishing, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whoever, somebody wants to go fish, say, oh no, it's complicated. You tell them this, say, look, I pulled up a video with Keith from the Fish Kingz and two guys how-tos, and all you need is corn. You probably have corn in your cupboard. So we're gonna use like a sweet golden corn or just a regular golden corn. White corn will work, anything will work. And we're gonna use some corn today with a little hook. And I run Eagle Claw hooks. They're laser sharp. And these are the Snells. These are like a size 4. You get about 6 in a pack. And I got an open pack already, so I'm gonna hook up one of these rods and show you how to tie a knot real quick. And all you might need is maybe a pair of needle nose pliers to get the hook out, and a rag. You put that around the fish. But pliers are always handy to have. You can cut the line, you can cut the hooks if they get stuck in the fish, and the fish hook will rust out and you throw the fish back. But these are good to get the hook back out. And I'm just going to use some scrap bait and scrap bread as bait. And I'm going to throw it in just to kind of prime them up while I'm tying this hook. And we'll see what's in here. I see them down in here. They've been finicky for the last couple days, but these are bluegill and sunfish in here, and there's some perch. But this corn will catch catfish, it'll catch bluegill, carp, sunfish, different perch. I've caught bass on it before because the color yellow, and it's sweet, and it's something a little different that they're not used to. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to tie one of these hooks on here. Basically, you just get one of these, a pack of these hooks, and they got other eyelets you can buy that go on the end of this string here. But we're not gonna do that today. We're just gonna tie this right on here, and it doesn't have to be a fancy knot. It can be any type of knot you want, as long as you get it on there and it's tight. And we're just going to run it around like you would a normal knot. This fishing string's a little curly on me today, and the sun's very bright, but just bear with me. And we're just going to tie it on. I do one hoop, and I keep my finger in that first hoop, and I just wrap it around. I count to 3. Sometimes if it's thinner string, I might count to 7, just to make sure. And you take the end of that, and you just slip it right back up above your finger, like you were tying a water balloon or something. And you pull that knot down until it's snug. And that's good and snug. I mean, if the fish breaks that, then we'll come back with bigger equipment. But you just use your little needle nose pliers. You can get these at Home Depot, Lowe's, hardware store. And you just cut that end off. Leave a little bit. You don't want it too short, because then the knot will pull out when we catch something. And I'm gonna get a bobber. And you know, it's fun. You can use any kind of tackle, Tupperware, or anything to hold any of this stuff. And we're just going to run a bobber on this. And I'm going to run a bobber, just kind of gets clipped on that string. It's got a little clip here and some holes there. You just got to line it up to those holes. And we're going to clip this on the string, so basically when we throw the hook in, it's going to float, and you'll see. And when the fish hits it, they're going to pull that bobber underneath there. And when they pull it under, you pull back, 9 times out of 10 you got one on there. If you don't, it's too small. And they eat your bait, but they're quick too, so they will eat your bait. And now that we got the hook on here, you know, I look at the water, and I see them, they're about within a foot underneath the water, but I usually do maybe pull it back and put the bobber right there at the center of your arm. That's plenty deep enough. And we're going to take this, you just push the top in. It's like a little pin. These bobbers have been used and abused, but you push that pin in, and whoops, and the bottom comes out. So we're gonna hook that. You put that little hook around the string. It's gonna be hard for you guys to see with this camera. And it's clipped on. But we're gonna, at the top, you're gonna hold in your finger on that bottom piece there and push it back in again. And this little top piece will pop up. And you just hook the string through there too. It takes a little practice. I can do a better how-to on this later. It doesn't have to be perfect. It'll still serve its purpose. And actually, this one's not showing that you can hook it that way. So once you got it hooked in, we're just going to run it like that. I think it'll work fine. Sometimes you can get bigger ones where I hook them at the top and the bottom, and the string kind of sits up over it like this. But we'll try this one for you guys just to get you started. I know you want to get out and get some fish, but let's bait this up and see what we get. And like I said, this is just a golden sweet corn. That's what I had in the cupboard, and it's yellow. We're gonna reach in there, and I might start off with 2 pieces. You're just basically gonna put those on there. I like to go side to side because the front's a little squishy. So I'm just gonna go side to side like that. And you can see how I got it. It's simple, it's corn. I mean, you can eat it. It's already pasteurized, it's been cooked and everything. So let's cast it in there. And this pole's been sitting around for a while. I recommend, you guys get one of these. You just push and cast. The string comes out. When you want to lock it in, once it hits, you just click that forward. These are the best for beginners. I use these all the time. But you just push this, you cast it out, you hold this down until you cast and you let go. And then when it hits the water, you want to lock it in. If you don't lock that clutch in, they're going to take your hook and just keep on going. When you see that bobber move, you want to keep it tight and reel it in. Sometimes they just straight eat your bait. Like they took my bait. But we're gonna rehook it up. We're gonna I'm gonna try one small piece this time and try to trick them. See if they can get it, and they inhale it, just keep it in their mouth. Normally I use 2 pieces, but right there we got them that quick. That was it. This one's a bluegill as well. And a little bigger, but feisty one too. It's dark because it stays down deeper in the water. It doesn't really come up, but we tricked it out of there today. So sweet golden corn and littler hook with a little bobber here. You can see it. That's all you need, and a cheapy pole. I mean, I use my son's little Spider-Man pole down here all the time. So I'm gonna catch a few more. Just stay tuned in, and I'll prove there's no special effects here. This is straight raw footage. I don't like to edit my footage. So I'm gonna leave that little piece of corn on there and see if I can catch one more on the same piece. That's it right there. And you can see they're getting they got bigger, and now they're starting to get smaller. But it's just fun. The kids love it, and it's cheap. You can get a can of corn cheap. You probably have it in your cupboard. So sweet golden corn. I like yellow because it stands out a little more. It's cheap, maybe 68, 88 cents a can. I got mine up at the local store. And let's keep going. Let's catch a few more so you guys can see that this is no joke. And it's fun, when you do this. It teaches you skills, gets you out of the house. And they're just little bluegill. There's bigger ones in here. But when you get the fish, you know, you always want to take your hand and go down. You want to put those side fins straight down, you know, and basically you want to keep them like that. Grab them good, grab them with a cloth or have a glove. I usually just barely touch them, but I grab this hook. I grab that hook with those needle nose and get it tight the way the hook's gonna come out, and I just bang it out. But if you're gonna hold it, my dad always taught me, you grab it this way, you put that spine of fins down, right? And you grab them gently, and you just take that hook right on out. That's it, it's easy. And set them back, you don't gotta throw them back like it's a rock, just set them down in there nice. You know, rinse your hands off a little bit. And rebait your hook and get ready for round 2. And that's it. Pair of needle nose pliers. You don't really have to touch the fish too much. I usually grab it and hold it over the water and get the fish off. I don't even touch the fish. Got him. It's that simple. And this one's a bluegill. And you can see here, the hook's small enough. It's big enough to catch something big, but this is a bluegill. You can see the little blue on the side there. And it's simple. You can do this. The kids love to do this, and it's good bonding time between, you know, friends, family, parents, and the kids. Gets them outside, gets them interested in some kind of hobby. But next time somebody says you can't fish, or you don't know how to fish, or the worms are disgusting, say no, we can use corn. I seen Keith from Kingz and Two Guys How To's, and he caught fish on the corn. And I'm gonna let you guys go and get the rest of your day done and get some stuff and get out fishing. But it's Keith again. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I'm never alone out here if you guys are watching me. And Two Guys How To's and Kingz with a Z. And I'm gonna think of something else I can teach you guys how to do. I'm gonna do some more videos, and you guys just keep tuning in. I'm sure we've done something, or we will do something that you need to know how to do. All right, I appreciate it. Keith again with Kingz with a Z and Two Guys How To's. And I'm gonna catch some more fish and just relax. I'll see ya. Bye-bye. I'm just straight chilling. I'm not a pig, I'm a lawyer.